Hey guys, I welcome you all to the E-class of Science at Qadiriya. We have already gone through the topic of elements. There is more to discuss about this topic, and one such thing is about the symbol given to these elements. John Dalton was the first scientist to use the symbols for these elements in a very specific sense. He was the first scientist who framed the symbols for some elements. This is how Dalton proposed the symbols for the elements in the initial stage for the very first time. For hydrogen, phosphorus, copper, gold, carbon, sulfur, lead, platinum, oxygen, iron, silver, and mercury. Now, let's see about the fact of chemical symbols. A chemical symbol is an abbreviation of a name of an element. See, for example, the element oxygen has the symbol O. The element nitrogen has the symbol N. And for hydrogen, it's H. And for sodium, it's Na. The first three elements gets the chemical symbol right from the first letter of the word, whereas the fourth element, sodium, gets its chemical symbol from the Latin name of it. Chemical symbols show the atoms of the elements composing a substance. Symbols are written with 1, 2, or 3 letters. The first letter is always capitalized. Each element has a different symbol. So always the first letter of the symbol is always capitalized. If it contains only one letter, it will be in capital, and if it contains two letters, the first letter is capitalized and the second letter is in a lower case, that is in a small letters. So these symbols are accepted by the IUPAC. It is nothing but International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is an organization of pure and applied chemistry all over the world which has accepted the symbol of these elements. So besides this, there are some rules for chemical symbols in the periodic table. The first one is, the symbol is usually the first one or the two letters of the name. As we have discussed, the symbol comes out from the name of an element either as the first letter of the element or the first two letters. So sometimes the old name is used, as we have discussed there. For sodium, it is derived from its old Latin name natrium. So it is Na. The symbol for sodium is Na. So there are many elements which gets symbols from their Latin name. Example, gold, silver, and so on. The first letter of a symbol is always a capital letter. The second letter of a symbol is always a lowercase letter. Every element has a different symbol. So this is very important. Each and every element has its unique and different symbol. These are the first 20 elements with their atomic number, symbol, and the name of the elements. This is how there are many creations like this. So some wordings or some sentences are derived from the elements of the periodic table. This is one such activity. So let's get into another topic. The elements that is present inside our human body. There are many elements which are present inside our human body which is very essential for the proper working of the human body. The main thing is nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and the rest of the things, others. So essential thing for the person, that is the human body, is essential element is oxygen. So oxygen is the main element present in the human body, and then nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen, and others. The others, that is the other elements, include calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, and magnesium. These are present in the trace amounts in the human body, whereas oxygen plays a major role in the human body, and then carbon, hydrogen, and then nitrogen. Secondly, elements in air. So there are many elements all around the atmosphere. What are the elements found in air? In air, nitrogen plays a major part in the atmosphere. It covers around 78% of the atmosphere. That is, in the air, nitrogen is all about 78%, and oxygen is about 21%, and the other gases is composed of 1%. So nitrogen, oxygen, and the other 1% is carbon dioxide, argon, and other gases, other inert gases. So the major element present in air is nitrogen, whereas in the human body the major element present is oxygen. Whereas in the air, that is in the atmosphere, nitrogen is composed of nearly 78%. So nitrogen is very important in the air. But besides this, humans require or need more of oxygen. Why? Because it is called to be as the life-giving element in the air. So usually humans intake oxygen and expire the carbon dioxide, whereas trees exhale the oxygen and intake the carbon dioxide which we leave. So, as we have said, the life-giving element in the air is oxygen. That is why there is a saying that plant a tree and get oxygen for free. This shows that how plants play a major role in giving oxygen for the humans. Nearly fresh and pure oxygen is obtained only from the trees. So plant a tree and save our planet. Thank you.